Greetings, everybody. Welcome to another Q&A meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone is welcome to join. If you have any questions, please send them in one at a time. Please be precise and brief. If this is your first time, please let me know where you come from. And also, how is the audio and video doing? Everything okay? I will start reading your comments and your questions. Pannapa Vichitri Sadi Namaskaran Nabiti Namaskaran Ajahn. Pannapa Vichitri Sadi. Okay. Bilim Sukihotu Tanajan Sadhu. Oh, Tony Sadhu Sadhu. Nabiti Namaskaran Bilim Sukihotu Kwan Patum Napa Sadhu. Meal on meditation, video and audio as well. Thank you. Pannapa Vichit Tisadi. Punnapa Vichit Tisadi. Sorry. Punnapa Vichit Tisadi. Thank you. Alvin Lee. Good morning, Tan Ajahn. Audio and video are good. Sadhu. Thank you. Good Pasana Chonasevi. Good morning, Venerable Ajahn. The audio and sound are clear. Thank you. Tony Yip, dear Ajahn. The video and audio are clear. Thank you. Any Lam, Sadhu. EOSC. Good day, Ajahn. Video clear. My gratitude to Tan Ajahn for your teachings. You're welcome. Check link 10. Greetings, dear Tan Ajahn. Greetings to you. Champu MTR. Sadhu. Hong Bi Chin. Viewing no question. Stay safe, Mom. Thank you. Christine Kutkowski. Hello, dear Tan Ajahn. Anything new with you? Have you seen my family? Yes, I see them every morning. They also let me know whenever you send in the donation, and they appreciate it very much. Thank you for your generosity. I hope you are well and happy. Kenneth Tan Keyboard, greetings, Ajahn. May you be well and happy. Your family that you support, the husband now has a more or less more permanent job, driving boats, taking people, tourists to the island, and he comes home once in a while. But the girls and the mother are doing well. Thanks for your generosity. Kenneth Tan Keyboard, greetings, Ajahn. May you be well and happy. You're welcome. Thank you. Tilda Latio, Sadhu. Sawante, Sadhu. Terence T. Ashley, wishing Tan Ajahn well and happy. Thanks for your Dhamma teaching. You're welcome. So far, no question yet. Just greetings. Everybody happy. Christine Kutkoski. My connection keeps interrupting. Okay, I'm sorry about that. But I'll repeat again. The family are doing well. The husband get a permanent job now, driving a boat, taking tourists to the island. He comes home once a month or so. The girls and the mother are doing well. I see them almost every morning. They give food to moms also. Bruce Lee Alam Sia, Namaskaran dear Ajahn. The audio is clear. Video resolution seems a bit lower than before. Currently connecting from Singapore. Yes, I noticed on my screen the video is not as clear as before. Maybe due to the internet service provider. Let me see if this thing is out of focus or not. Not out of focus. Malcolm Tan, Namo Buddhaya Thanajan. We are pleased to have you sharing Dhamma with us frequently. How can we bring ourselves back to the practice to be more diligent and consistent? Sadhu Anumodana. One way to do it is to set up your daily schedule for the practices. You must have a schedule and then try to stick to the schedule. Like you will meditate at a certain time, so you set up that time on your schedule, so that when the time comes, then you will have to do it. If you don't set up the schedule, then you can be forgetting what you're supposed to do when you are involved in doing some other thing. But if you have a schedule that you have to stick to, then you have to do it when the time comes for you to meditate. So yes, you have to set up a schedule for your practices. Pataraporn Bosu, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Today is a bit quiet. I guess everybody's busy doing something else. It's Sunday for most of us. For some, it's still Saturday night. Like for Czech Lintan, it's about 9:30, 9:40 in Vancouver, Canada, Saturday night. Here is Sunday, 11:39 morning. Malcolm Tan, thank you, Thanajan. You're welcome. Adiyaha, Sadhu, Sadhu. Catherine's Shield, Rajan, why is the mind so rebellious and refuse to concentrate on the simple object of Bhutto Bhutto. It's a matter of habit. The mind is not used to be forced to concentrate, to focus on something. So the mind likes to drift away from things. It likes to keep changing one objects. It doesn't like one same object all the time. So when you want to concentrate on Bhutto, it's difficult because the mind is not used to do this. But you can keep training it. You just keep training, just keep focusing. Don't pay attention to the rebelliousness. Just keep reciting Bhutto whenever you can. Then slowly you will establish a new habit. Sooner or later you will then be used to reciting Bhutto Bhutto constantly. It's a matter of practice, and it's a matter of perseverance. Just keep on doing it, and it will become easier as you go, as you move along. Krishna and the Paramita, Anumodami Ajahn for sharing Dhamma to us. You're welcome. Teddy Augustine, Vandami Ajahn. Eli Hassan, good day, Tan Ajahn. Happy to hear the Dhamma from my teacher, Sadhu Sadhu. You're welcome. Ramsat JW, Namasagan Prajan. Liberty Lee, Tan Ajahn. How do we deal with migraine when meditate? Please. Migraine is probably a physical condition. When you meditate, you just have to ignore, don't pay attention to the migraine. Just pay attention to your meditation object, whether it be your breath or the mantra Bhutto Bhutto. Just keep focus on your meditation object and ignore everything else. It's not easy, but it's possible. You can do it. Just keep focus on your meditation object, and the mind will become calmer and calmer, and the migraine will be less troublesome to you. Lim Sui Kun, Sadhu Sadhu. Pasana Chuna Sevi. May I ask about why I continue doing mindfulness and meditation all day? I have to observe the knower, that it still have any emotion or not. And if it appears to have emotion, only then know, right. Well, you should observe your meditation object, your mindfulness object, rather than your mind. Don't worry about the mind. Just keep concentrating on your meditation object. If you use the mantra, just keep focus on your mantra. If you keep watching your body movement, just keep watching the body movement. Don't worry about the mind right now. You want to establish mindfulness. So you have to fix your mind on your meditation or mindfulness object, not the mind. The mind is too difficult to focus upon. So you want to focus upon something easy, like your body or the mantra, Bhutto Bhutto. If you are focused, then the mind will be calm and peaceful. If you're not focused, then your mind can be restless and agitated. Adeline Chin, good afternoon, Tan Ajahn. Good afternoon to you. Lo Chuk Boy, Sadhu Sadhu. Malcolm Tan, what does the Buddha teaching say about astrology? Should Buddhists still refer to them? No, the Buddhists only teach about karma. And Buddhists should refer only to karma and not anything else. It's only karma that will affect the mind. Everything else is not important. What is really important is the good and the bad karma. So just keep watching the karma. Make sure you don't do any bad karma. Do only good karma. And your mind will be safe, be well, and happy. Astrology and anything else is considered to be Silapatta Paramasa, believing in rites and rituals. Astrology is another form of rituals. Saying greetings for Ajahn and everyone. May all be well and liberated. Thank you. Fat Joy, Chom, Sadhu, Sadhu. Phoenix Lee, dear Ajahn, apart from the 5 precepts, does it count if I observe other precepts? For example, celibacy, not eating after noon, etc., even if I don't formally take the full 8 precepts. Naturally, thanks. Yes, they all count. Anything that you keep, if you can keep the 6 or 7 or the 8, they are all considered to be beneficial to you or to your mind. So the more precepts you can keep, the better will be your mind. Your mind will be more disciplined and easier to be controlled. So yes, keep as many precepts as you can. Even if you cannot keep the complete set of precepts, take anything that you can keep it. Krishna and the Paramita. Ajahn, please give me insight on how to meditate with the object of sense of body without energy, tiredness. How to meditate with the object of sense of body without energy. You should not pay attention to this thing. You should focus on a mantra instead. Just keep reciting Bhutto, Bhutto, Bhutto. Then eventually your mind will be calm and strengthened. As far as the body energy is concerned, it is normal. The body can get tired, but it's temporary. After it has enough rest, it will regain the strength again. So when you meditate, just concentrate on the mantra, Bhutto, Bhutto, Bhutto only. Don't worry about any other thing. Don't pay attention to any other thing. Just keep focusing on your mantra, Bhutto, Bhutto. And everything will become better. Your mind will be stronger, more peaceful and happier. Sandy Lim, good day, Ajahn. Thanks for sharing this Dhamma with us. Take care and be healthy and safe. Thank you. Namaskara, Ajahn from IE. Liberty Lee, Ajahn, how do monks overcome sexual desire, especially when we are young and naive? According to doctors, we still need to healthily live from it, kindly advise. So normally monks are taught to constantly contemplating on the asubha nature of the body. Asubha means unpleasant or not attractive parts of the body, such as the the parts under the skin of the body. The body has 32 parts, and we only see the 5 parts outside. So we need to go inside the body, under the skin. Under the skin, you will see flesh, see skeleton, see all the organs, the heart, the lungs, the intestines. And these are the things that we taught to keep on reflecting, keep on contemplating, keep on looking for. If we can see the body is in this light, then sexual desire will not come up. So when there's no sexual desire, there's no need to do any relief of your desire. It's only when you have sexual desire and you don't know how to deal with it, then you have to relieve this sexual desire. But if you know how to deal with sexual desire, then there won't be need to relieve the sexual desire, because you can stop your sexual desire by looking at the unpleasant parts of the body. Try to look at the skeleton, try to look at the heart, the lungs, the liver, the kidney, the intestines, the brain, and also the fluids such as the blood and other type of fluids in the body. If you can see this, if you keep contemplating, then you'll start to see this thing visually in your mind. So when you see the body in this nature, in this light, you will not have any sexual desire. Malcolm 10, life has much suffering and difficulties, one after another. Is this due to past karma? No, it's due to your craving, your desire for things. The more desire you have, the more difficulties and the more suffering you encounter. If you have less cravings or less desire, then you will have less difficulties and less suffering. That's why the Buddha said we should contain or get rid of our desires and cravings, our greed, our desire, our want. How to not let the mind be disturbed and keep calm by constantly developing mindfulness and meditate as much as possible when you have the time. If you're doing something, if you're still moving, just have mindfulness of the body. Keep watching your body. Keep the mind tied to the body. Don't let the mind go elsewhere. Just keep watching what the body is doing at the moment, at every moment. Then if you can do this, you will have strong mindfulness to stop your mind from generating thoughts and emotions. And when you meditate, your mind will be calm and peaceful and happy. Chitta Sati, dear Ajahn, bowing to you. How do you do walking meditation to overcome sleeping after meal? Thank you. Well, you just do walking with mindfulness. When you walk, you can focus on your steps, left, right, or you can recite the mantra Bhutto, Bhutto, Bhutto as you walk. As for fasting, I did one day fasting, one day one meal. One day fasting, one day one meal for 10 days. And now started 2-1, 2 days fasting, 1 day one meal. Since yesterday, it's tough, but I like it. Thank you very much to teach this to break my comfort zone. Highly appreciated. You're welcome. Yes, if there's no pain, there's no gain. If you want to gain in meditation practices, you have to go through some pain, some physical pain, like fasting, or sitting for a long time and experience the painful feeling of the body. But this will be good to you eventually, and your mind will become stronger and stronger, and will be able to take this physical pain easily and not being disturbed by them. So the Ajahn, in a super practice, is it better to visualize ourselves in front of us and cut it up, or is it better to just cut our own body instead of visualizing an extra one in front of us? What is the proper way to practice a super? It doesn't matter whose body, just keep looking at the body. Look inside the inner parts of the body. Or look at the body when it becomes a corpse. The Buddha said you can look at your own body, you can look at other people's body. They are all the same. Everybody have the same nature, have the same 32 parts. They are all unpleasant looking if you look at the unpleasant parts of the body. So just look. You can look at the photograph first, drawings, anatomy drawing, and then keep visualizing it in your mind so that you don't forget. So every time you see a beautiful body, a good looking body, then you have to look at the other side of this beautiful body, which is in the inside of this beautiful body. You'll see that there's a lot of unpleasant or not good looking side of this body hidden under the skin. Like the saying that goes, beauty is skin deep. Once you look under the skin, there's nothing beautiful in the body. The body is only beautiful, good looking on the surface, but underneath is not good looking at all. So whichever way you find it good for you, you can use that way. So long as you keep seeing the asubha, see the unpleasant side of the body. Don't only look at the pleasant, good-looking side. Try to focus and look on the unpleasant, unattractive side of the body, so that you can have a balanced view of the body. Check link 10. Sorry, Ajahn, lost my connection just now, but it's back on. Like you always said, anicca, impermanent, and anatta, out of control. Yeah, you just have to take things as they come. Then you won't have any dukkha. But if you have to decide for your connection to be continuous and not breaking up, then you can be in for some dukkha when the connection just went dead. So yes, try to see everything as anicca, as anatta. Then you will have no attachment to them, no cravings for them. Then you will have no dukkha arising from them. The Morning Star, good morning, Prajna. Thank you very much for your teaching. You're welcome. Liberty Lee, thank you, Ajahn. Sadhu 3 times. You're welcome. Terence T.H. Lee, hi, Ajahn. My mind has been in turmoil recently due to some family matters to attend to. Intense fear and worry occupy my mind at certain times of the day. Sometimes it gets so intense, it's difficult to maintain mindfulness. What should I do to get rid of the intense fear and worry from my mind? Thanks. Is that if you can contemplate on the impermanent nature of all things, then this can relieve your fear and worry. Everything's gonna fall apart one day, sooner or later. Your body, your possession, people around you, everywhere, everything in this world doesn't last forever. Just to think of it like this. Then you have to accept this truth. Once you can accept this truth, then there will be no fear or worry. Your fear and worry stem from your desire for things to be good and lasting. But nothing lasts, nothing can remain good at all times. Things will turn bad, things don't last. You have to accept this truth. Once you do, then you will have no fear or worry. Kathleen Seal, Ajahn, I try to cut down my food portions to reduce my sleepiness during sitting meditation. but I worry and lose focus when I get a lot of wind in the stomach and burping out the wind. How can I stop the wind and burping? This is something you cannot do, control. It's your body, and the body is not under your control. So just let it be. Don't try to control the body. Let the body act as the way it should act. And just be an observer, and just it only happens not all the time anyway. So just look at it as anicca, temporarily. Things come and go, things happen, and then things disappear. Just keep focusing on your meditation objects, such as your mantra, and forget about everything else. Leave everything alone. Christine Coe, dear Ajahn, glad to see you again. May all Deva give protection to you and Sangha. Thank you. Xiao Zhang, Ajahn, get angry is due to our craving. How about in guiding our kids to be good, which they are stubborn to listen and make us angry? How to overcome this? Well, you just have to accept that sometimes they will not be, sometimes you cannot teach them. If you cannot teach them, then you just have to let them be. If they want to go, if they want to be bad, that's their business. You have done your job. Your job is to tell them what is good and what is bad. But if they decide to take the bad part, then it's not your problem. It's not your fault. You have done your job. Your job is to tell them, to direct them to go in the good direction. But if they prefer to go in the bad direction, that's their business. They are the one who will who will reap the consequence, pay the price, not you. In this way, you will not get angry when they don't listen to you. You do your duty. You're just the one who point them the way. But if they don't want to walk the path that you point them, then that's their business. You cannot force them to do what you tell them to do. Shirley Ko, Sadhu, Sadhu. Yulin Go, Sadhu, Sadhu. Nanapat, Namaskar with my respect, Ajahn, Sadhu. Michael Saw, Sadhu. So on a day, dear Ajahn, when visualizing a super part, do we just observe the image without doing anything else? Or should we ask questions like, which is mine? Where does the body come from to investigate? It depends. If you just want to see a super, you don't need to ask yourself anything. You just want to see the unpleasant parts of the body, so that you can use it to eliminate your sexual desire. So there's no need to ask anything, which is mine, or so forth. If you want to ask this, it means you want to study the anatta nature of the body. You want to teach your mind that the body isn't you, you are not the body. By going through each different part and ask, is this mine, is this me? Then you'll get the answer, no, every part of the body is not you. So it depends on what you want to do. If you want to look at a super, then you don't need to ask. The picture itself tells you the story already. But if you want to know if this part has anything to do with you, then you might have to ask, which is me, which is mine? Which part is me, which part is mine? And you find that none of them is you, eventually. Chitta Sati. Dear Ajahn, how do we know our practice on the super is successful? That's when your sexual desire it becomes less and less. Then it is considered successful. When there are no sexual desire left in your mind at all, then this is successful. You don't need to have sex with anybody. Nong Lin Lin, Sadhu, Sadhu. Walai Porn, Sadhu, Sadhu. Morning Star, your comment is being blanked out by Facebook because we're talking about something unpleasant. So I have to skip your comment. It's about going to the toilet and so forth. Lorenzo Tumiwa, Namo Buddhaya Ajahn. Do we need a teacher beside us when have a meditation, or we can be ourselves when meditate? When you meditate, you don't need to have anybody sitting to guide you. You only need a teacher to tell you how to meditate. Once you know how to meditate, then you should meditate alone. That's the best way to meditate, is to meditate alone. So you won't have anybody to disturb or distract you. But if you don't know how to meditate, then you have to study from a teacher first. Once you know how to meditate, then when you meditate, you meditate alone. Again, so dear Ajahn, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. NG Chung Tiang, good morning, Pante, Satu Satu. Okay. Shelly Stino, Satu Ajahn, that karma needs to be known using vipassana. I'm not sure I understand your question. When you do vipassana, you are doing good karma. So vipassana is teaching the mind to know the truth of everything as being anicca, dukkha, anatta. This is considered to be good karma, good mental karma, which will lead you to dispassion, which will lead you to the end of suffering, end of cravings, end of desire. Okay? So this is considered to be the highest good karma. It's vipassana, it's the practice of vipassana. We have three types of karma: the mental karma, the physical karma, and the verbal karma. The mental karma is the root, is the cause, is the major karma, is the real karma, while the physical and the verbal karma is considered to be just an extension of the mental karma. You think first before you can say or do anything with your body. So the one who doing the karma is actually the mind, the one who thinks. When you think good, your mind becomes peaceful and happy. When you think bad, your mind becomes irritated, restless, and not happy. Chinese character, man LTD, man UTD. The Ajahn, other than our own mind, is there a universal mind? No, everybody has one mind. You have one mind, I have one mind. But all our minds are universal in the sense that we are all the same. We think and we know. And then we do good and bad karma. Then we suffer the consequence of our good and bad karma. Amy Shinawong, Namaskaran, Ajahn. Thank you. So that day, dear Ajahn, when I do anapanasati, sometimes the mind seems like it is separated from the body, not our body. The mind is simply the knower, while the body feels like someone else's. The body feels like it is breathing by itself, and there is a sense of bright white light in front of the body. What should I do at this point where I actually see that the body is the different from the mind? Just keep on focusing on your breath, like when you, like before. Don't do anything else. Just keep focusing on your breath. Sooner or later, your breath will stop, and everything will become empty and peaceful and happy. So just don't look at the white light on the body. Keep looking at the breath. When you do anapanasati, just keep focusing on your in and out breath only, and ignore everything else that appears. Sooner or later, when the mind becomes fully still, everything will disappear, and the mind will be just peaceful and calm, like floating in space. Krishna and the Paramita. Dear Ajahn, is there any bad impact to meditation practice and progress when we still have sexual activity? Thank you. Yes, your sexual activity is actually an impediment or obstruction to your progress in meditation. Because if you have sexual activity, then you won't have time to meditate. And when you don't meditate, then you won't advance in your practice. That's why everybody who wants to advance in meditation have to take the celibacy vow or practice, abstinence from sexual activity, so that you can have the time to concentrate on your meditation practice. Malcolm 10, Ajahn, some teacher teach to meditate until can see our past life. Is this necessary to progress in the past? No, there's no need to be able to see what happens in your past life. What the goal is to stop your cravings, your desire, your defilements. So you don't need to know about your past or your future. Only you need to know that everything that you crave for or desire for are anicca, dukkha, anatta. Anicca means they are temporary, and when they are temporary, they can hurt you when they change or when they disappear. They are anatta. You cannot force them to not change or not to disappear. So once you see everything as anicca, dukkha, anatta, then you will give up your desire for things. Then you can exist alone without having to have anything to make you happy. Lorenzo Tumiwa, Namo Buddhaya Ajahn, how can we search the suitable teacher for guiding our meditation? Is it right track? Because sometimes I don't know I'm in the right track or not, like attached with the comfort. Well, you know you're in the right track when you get the result from your practice. When you meditate and your mind become peaceful and happy, then you are in the right track. If you're not yet reached that point, you might not be doing something right. You might be doing something wrong. So you have to study. The best teacher to study from is the Buddha. So go to the Satipatthana Sutta, the 4 foundations of mindfulness, to learn the way of meditation from the Buddha. Catherine Seal, Rajan, to cut down my restlessness, I read a lot of Dhamma books, but this also increases my perpetual thinking. Please advise how to manage my restlessness, by reciting a mantra or do some chanting instead. Chant something that you can remember, so that you don't have to use a book to chant from. Chant something brief if you can only remember short sentences. You don't need to have long sentences to chant with. Just chant something like Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Just keep chanting like this mentally. Then you can stop your restlessness. Or you can recite the mantra Bhutto, Bhutto, Bhutto. this can also stop your restlessness. So you should be reading, because reading can also make you become more restless if you're not focused on what you read. Shelley Steno, what I mean is that Buddha said that karma has to be known. What it is, its cause, its effect, its result, its diversity, its cessation. Knowing that the path to its cessation of the Eightfold Noble Path, I thought that this discernment and knowledge should be done by vipassana, concentration, and evaluation. Well, the Four Noble Truths is also the work of karma. See, so the karma that creates dukkha, the karma that causes dukkha to appear is the cravings, and the cessation of dukkha is caused by the knowledge of the three characteristics of existence. So this is something that you should know as far as what the karma is about. The Four Noble Truths is the karma that you should study. Your dukkha is caused by your cravings. Your wisdom, seeing that everything is anicca, dukkha, anatta will stop your cravings. When you stop your cravings, then you will get the cessation of suffering. So this is how karma works: cause and effect. Craving causes dukkha. Seeing the three characteristics of existence will stop your dukkha, will cause your dukkha to disappear. Tim Huatan, Satu Satu. So on that day, the Ajahn, the breath is stopped often and the mind drops into emptiness, but for just a moment. And then intense fear arises to pull the mind away from this. What should I do with the fear? Just ignore the fear, and you can use mantra to calm your mind down. Bhutto, Bhutto. If you cannot continue to focus on your breathing, on your breath, then use the mantra Bhutto, Bhutto, or Buddho Dhammo Sangho, Buddho Dhammo Sangho, Buddho Dhammo Sangho. Just doing like this for a while, and your fear will disappear. Tim Huatan, Satu, Man Vimon, Nương Matcha, Nam Satu, Enilam Satu Satu. Shelley Steno, thank you very much, Ajahn. You're welcome. Lorenzo Tubiwa, Satu Satu. Okay, we have about 10 more minutes left. You can still send in your question. We can talk for another 10 minutes or so. Then I will have to go. I have to give another talk at 2 o'clock, 2 hours from now. 2 hours and 10 minutes from now. So I'll take a little rest and then give another talk at about 2 p.m. Thailand time. I give live talk now every Saturday and Sunday, and on public holidays and Buddhist holiday also. Krishna Andy Paramita Mahanumodami Ajahn. Thank you. Ajahn Satu. Malcolm Tan Satu. Sandilim Satu. I hope everybody is practicing mindfulness and meditation. Try to do this as much as possible, because this is the best thing you can do for yourself, really. Because the result of these practices is long-lasting, and will help maintain peace and happiness within your mind, which is something nothing in this world can give you. No matter how much money you have, if it cannot give you peace of mind, no matter how big you become, it cannot give you peace of mind. The only thing that can give you peace of mind and happiness is the practice of mindfulness and meditation, and also the practice of vipassana. So concentrate on these three practices: mindfulness, meditation, and vipassana, in that order. Vipassana should come last. First come mindfulness, then meditate to get calm, to get equanimity, or upekkha. Once you have that, then you can contemplate on the three characteristics of existence or on a super to stop your desire, your cravings. Parent Yip, dear Ajahn, there are just so many challenges in work office, very draining and depressing. Need job to keep family and life going, but there are problems after problems. Backstabber one after another, expectation higher and higher, but still need to hang on as cost of living is higher and higher. Feel so helpless. One way to make things a little bit better is to cut down on your expenses. Try to cut down on the unnecessary items, things that you don't really need to have. Just focus only on the four requisites of living: food, clothing, medicine, and shelter. Reduce your expenses so then you don't have to work so hard. Then maybe you can change jobs, looking for less straining, less stressful job. Maybe do some independent job, do some online jobs, or do something that you don't have to compete with other people. But you might earn less. But if you don't spend a lot, then you don't need to have a lot. So the best solution is to reduce your expenses to as much as possible. Then you can not have to work hard or work in a stressful environment. You can find work that is not stressful, not competing, like working alone, be self-employed or something like that. So Nade, thank you Ajahn for the advices. You're welcome. Tony, dear Ajahn, good afternoon. I always face the same problem. When every time I meditate after my mind becomes still, the restlessness becomes to arise up. Even I try to be mindful, it seems more tired, restless, and acute more than that. I found that the cause is every night when I sleep, the quality of the sleep is not so good. There was a lot of dreams. My question is how to overcome it. Hope Ajahn can advise. You just have to increase more mindfulness. So when you cannot focus on your breathing, when your mind becomes restless, just concentrate using a mantra. Switch to a mantra. Bhutto, 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 Bhutto. Keep reciting Bhutto, Bhutto, Bhutto. Then your restlessness will be dealt with and your mind can remain calm again. So sometimes your mindfulness is not strong enough to focus on your breathing. So you can use the mantra Bhutto instead. Try this, see how it works. Keep reciting Bhutto or Bhutto Dhammo Sangho, Bhutto Dhammo Sangho. Or you like longer, Bhuttam Saranam Gacchami, Dhammam Saranam Gacchami, Sangham Saranam Gacchami. Just keep reciting these verses, and I guarantee you, your mind will eventually become more peaceful and calm. Catherine Seal, Rajan, it is so difficult to let go of loved ones, even departed family members. Please advise how to cut off this attachment by not thinking of them. Whenever you think of them, you can stop by reciting the mantra Bhutto, Bhutto, Bhutto. Keep reciting something. Bhutto, Dhammo, Sangho, Bhuttang, Saranang, Gacchami. Keep reciting until you forget about your loved ones. Whenever you think of them, you should start by reciting a mantra instead. Then eventually you'll forget about them. They're gone, they never return, and you'll never see them again. So why bother? Keep thinking about them to cause unpleasantness for you, to cause bad feelings for you. Start by reciting the mantra Bhutto, Bhutto. Ajahn, this week coughing badly and my mindfulness lacking in meditation also short period. I try my best to be mindful. Thanks. Yes, be mindful first, then you can meditate better. If you're not mindful, then your meditation will not be good. So focus on your mindfulness first. Keep being mindful all the time with everything that you do. Just keep focus your mind on what you do all the time. Then you will have stronger mindfulness. And then when you meditate, you can meditate longer. Eli Hassan, yeah, Ajahn, I do. Always remember all your teaching, practicing mindfulness, meditation, and vipassana. Sadhu. You're welcome. Malcolm Tan, Ajahn, how to help a young adult who is suffering from depression, mood disorder. He has no faith in Buddha teaching, so he will not meditate. He has many questions about life, but we are not able to answer him. Sadhu. Well, if he doesn't believe in the Buddha, then how can you teach the teaching of the Buddha to him? So you have to consider him hopeless. Nanapat Pamsuom, thank you for spending time to teach us. You're welcome. Sadhu, Sadhu, from Chinese character. Tony Yip, thank you very much. I will try that way that you advise. Sadhu. Bruce Lee, dear Ajahn, thank you very much for today's session. Please have a good break. You're welcome. Sunny Lim, thanks for the advice. You're welcome. Bruce Lee, Alamsia, nothing is the supreme. Indeed. Kwang Meng Su, Sadhu, Sadhu. Okay, I think that's about it for today. Thank you very much for your participation in this Q&A meeting. I hope it benefits you and help you advance in your practice. In the meantime, please stay safe, stay mindful, and keep on practicing. And if all goes well, I'll see you all at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.